Okay, dude, thanks for your message. I am gonna try and show you how to play a bunch of this tune. There's a nothing really repeats, so it's like 3 minutes of new compositional material almost the whole way through. So it's a lot, and there's some pretty big stretches, but we'll see how much we can get through. I'll probably chop it up into parts. So this first riff is our intro riff. That's hard. So I still be making mistakes, so don't worry if it's a challenge. I still can't play it right. I don't know how I'm gonna do it live when that day comes because I'm gonna mess up every time. So we start with basically like an open E power chord. So that's open and then second fret A string, second fret D string. And I'm playing both of those with my pointer finger. And I'm going low E, A string, D string, and that's down, down, up. And then I pick my A string again, so. And then, so that's E, A, D, E, sorry, E, A, D, A. Yeah. And then I pick this second fret and I hammer that onto the fourth fret on the D string. So, pick, hammer. And then I pick back onto the second fret. All the while, that whole pick hammer deal, my pointer finger is still technically barring the A string, so that second fret, which is a B note, so that rings out while the hammer on is going on. So, and I pick, hammer, pick, and then my ring finger, instead of being on the D string at the fourth fret, goes to the A string at the fourth fret, so it's a C sharp note. And then back to that E note, which is the second fret D string. So we have so that ending, to be clear, is maybe I can move this closer. Do I have something I can lean this against? Maybe this right here. Let's see. That may or may not be better. Okay, so we have our open, A, D, A, pick, D string, hammer, and then I pick D string again, second fret, place fourth fret on the A string, and then back to that D string, second fret. Do the same deal, but the ending, instead of being, I change this fourth fret for a first fret, which means I have to come back to that second fret on the D string with my ring finger instead of my pointer finger. So the second half looks like this. And then I pick first fret, and then ring finger on that D string, that E note. Then we have this, which is kind of a weird one too. So once I have those, I add my middle finger onto the second fret of the E string. So it's an F sharp note. So now I have this chord, which is a version of an F sharp 7 chord, or F dominant 7. We call that a shell voicing. So second fret, and I do the same riff essentially with the picking hand. Everything's the same except I'm playing with different fingers. So I do A string or E string, A string, D string, A string. I do my hammer on, but this time I use my pinky. So from 2 to 4 on the D string, it's still the same frets, but I'm using my pinky for that hammer on. And then same thing where I was doing ring finger on 4 on the A string to D second fret. Now I have to do that with my pinky. So it's a pretty gnarly stretch. And then our last one is an A major 7 chord. It's kind of a weird one. So this doesn't have any movement, we're just picking through the chord. So the chord is ring finger, on the 5th fret of the A string, middle finger on the 4th fret, sorry, did I say the A string? E string, it's an A note. 5th fret on the low E, middle finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and then my pinky's gonna reach over here, which is 6th fret on the D string, and then my pointer finger is gonna stretch all the way back to the 2nd fret on the G string. So that is a gnarly chord. Some tips for that is your thumb should be like straight and low. If you're trying to grab the guitar like this with the thumb over, this whole riff really you have to be very classical, very classical technique. Your hand has to be kind of like this. A lot of the music we play in rock and stuff, we grab over the top, you know, it's very, you know, or like power chords kind of thing, right? But for this, it's very much the wrist has to curl like a lot, so. And that is just a nice little picking pattern, so once you can get that chord shape, it's just. So that's E, A, D, A, G, D, A, D. It's a lot. E, A, D, A, G, D, A, D. That very beginning, I actually like to use my pinky for the hammer-ons instead of my ring finger. It's kind of out of laziness because it's less of a stretch. It's just like it sits in my hand better. And if you can, when you get into this A major 7 chord, you don't have to grab it all at once. You can slide and kind of, as you pick, get your fingers in time, in place, I should say. So that's the first intro riff. Have fun with that. That's probably the hardest, technically most challenging part of the tune. There's a couple weird chords that come on later, but that is definitely the biggest. Like this and this. They're not very nice to play, but they sound cool.